a unique feature I've never seen put together before in a cycler, and it can really help your team move at a rapid rate of speed. Let me explain to you how it works. The Pay It Forward system just simply means that after you have enrolled 2 people, that if you wanted to, you certainly don't have to, but if you wanted to go and enroll some more people, that would actually help your team out as far as getting them qualified and getting them moving through the system. Now, let me kind of give you an example. If you're looking at the particular board right here, this is a 2x3. This is a 2x3 board where everybody starts. If you were to start, you would start here on the 8 line just like we all do. But let me kind of go up a little bit to show you. In fact, I'll just pull up one of my boards here. I'll go to the PAL board. If you look at some of these positions, this is actually one of ours, Reverse Revolution 180. If we were to go out and enroll some other people, which we have done, in fact, let me just show you the dashboard here. That particular position has actually enrolled 4 people. So we actually had some spillover that kind of went to our downline, and here's the way that the system works. That if Reverse Revolution, I'll go back to that board so you can see that. If it were to enroll another person, what the system does is it looks through our downline and it finds the next person that needs assistance as far as getting their plunger turned to the next color. So it may pick, I don't know, we'll just pull up some names here and see what we can find. I'll just go to our downline board here just to kind of see. Let's just say that, well, I don't know, we'll pull up this one right here, see what color they are. Okay, let's just say, for example, that the system picked maybe bike funds, the blue plunger down here. So that may be or may not be, I don't know which one it is. It may be the next person in our downline that needs to be changed to the next color. So let's say I go out and I enroll my buddy Bob. He comes into the system. He'll fall on a 2x3 board, but what that does is it turns bike funds to the next color, which would be yellow. Now what that does for bike funds is it means that he needs to go out and get somebody enrolled so that he can get his plunger turned red so that he can jump ahead of these other features. Hopefully you've seen the jump feature video and how that works. Now here's the thing that I want people to understand. There's a lot of spillover that happens in this. In fact, we've had a lot of people who have gotten their plungers turned to the next available color and actually got pushed through the system. In fact, I'll pull up one right here so you guys can see this. This is actually a friend of mine that we enrolled, and this guy, because of our spillover, actually had his plunger turned red so fast that he actually came through the boards. He got off the 2-3 board. He ended up on the pot board, and here he is, Builder Man. That's a buddy of mine that I enrolled. Well, I called him up and I said, Steve, I said, you need to understand something. I said, you got your plunger turned red, but you haven't enrolled 2 people. And he said, well, do I need to do that? And I said, absolutely you do. And here's the reason why. If you don't have 2 people enrolled, you can only achieve 4% of the pay. So, for example, on this particular board, it's a $400 board. If he had enrolled 2 people, he would achieve 100% payout on that, which would be $400. Now, because he didn't have 2 people enrolled, he would only receive 4%. Do the math on that, guys. 4% is a whole lot less than receiving 100%. So you need to go ahead and get those 2 people as quick as you can. Now, what he did is he went ahead and enrolled 2 people. He had 2 valid people. Now, how do you check to make sure that you've gotten 2 people enrolled? You just go to your dashboard up here, and if you look down here at the bottom, it'll say personal sign-up. You want to make sure that that number says at least 2. It can say as many as you want to, but it needs to say at least 2, because as long as you've got 2 people enrolled, it will actually make sure that you get paid 100%. Now, why would a company put a feature like that into place? Well, let's go back to that board again. How would you like to be the person that was actually pushed through the system and is sitting on a $400 board and get a phone call that says, you're on the board, you got pushed through, but you're only going to get 4% of the pay? Well, why in the world would they do something like that? Well, the reason why they would do something like that is because that's what motivates people. Money, that's one of the greatest motivators I've ever found in life. So when you call somebody up and you tell them that, that's what gets teams moving. I love that feature, that Pay It Forward. What it does is it also helps out people who maybe this is their first cycler, maybe it's the first time they've ever been involved in anything like this, and they can start to see the process and how it works. Sometimes people just need that little help, that little boost. And for those that are great recruiters that have a lot of people that they bring on the teams like this, that spillover is what helps their team get motivated and pushes them through the system. So then they can see that, hey, all I got to do is go out and enroll a couple of people. It's going to push the boards even faster, and I'm already sitting on a $400 board. This is a no-brainer. That's a genius system that they put in place. But that's the Pay It Forward system, and that's how that works. That's what it's all about. Just understand this above all else. The Pay It Forward system, it will push you through the system, but it will not get you paid. If you want to get paid, you need to get those 2 people enrolled and do that as quick as you can. So hopefully this helps you understand that Pay It Forward system a little bit better. Make sure that you watch some of these other videos that we're doing because we want everybody to have a full understanding about this so there's no questions. It's a pretty simple process, guys. The only process that we teach people is this. go and enroll 2 people as fast as you can. And then we teach those 2 people to do the exact same thing. And that's really all that's required. The system takes care of everything automatically. So hopefully this helps you out understanding the Pay It Forward system. We'll see you on the next one.